Welcome to Pilates tonight. So let's go straight in. We're going to start with a downward dog. So hands shoulder width apart, spread the fingers, feet hip width apart. And just start by getting your head in between your arms and really lifting up the hips. And you might be right up on the tiptoes in that first position. Head in between arms, and you're trying to get your chest towards your thighs. This is going to stretch your hamstrings. Take deep breaths. Still working that chest towards the thighs, bend the knees if you need to. And then just pedal your downward dogs out so you feel your stretch on the calf muscles and your hamstrings. Keep breathing. Keep lifting up the hips. You might feel the stretch on the back as well. And then go all the way up onto the toes as high as you can. Really work your V shape. Press all the way down, heels down into the mat. And again, all the way up into the toes. And then all the way back down. Last one, up onto the toes. And pressing back down. Slowly release. Come down onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now take a moment to find your neutral spine. So if you need a little pelvic tilt in there. Find neutral and draw in pelvic floor and the transverse abdominal, so you're pulling the belly button up towards the spine. So we're going to go left leg, straighten the left leg. You can go with the pointed toes. Try and get that equal weight coming over the hands, shoulders over wrists. Just breathe out, lift that leg, lift leg. Keep it nice and straight, squeeze the glutes and lower. Let's go 8, 7, and 6, try and keep your hips still, and 5, and 4, keep the tension in the leg, 3, 2, and 1, swap legs, right side, straighten that right leg, keep that tension all the way down the leg, point the toes, squeeze the right glute, lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, hips still, draw in the core, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Back to the left leg. This time we're adding in the right arm. So low handshake, right arm, straighten out the left leg. Core's pulled in, hips are still. Breathing out, lift. You want that arm level with the shoulder, the leg level with the hip, and lower. And lift. And lower. Breathe out as you lift. 8, 7, 6, squeezing that glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's swap sides. Right leg nice and straight. Left arm low handshake. Breathing out, lift. You're squeezing that right glute. Lift and lower. Pull in the core, hips are still. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring it down to the child's pose. So sit back towards the heels. Just see if you can get the forehead down towards the mat. If you can't, perhaps put in a block, or you can always use your fists. Put your forehead onto your fists. Sit back right to the heels, perhaps a little wiggle side to side. Feel the release on the lower back. Deep breath. So we're going to go a bit lower down into the Swan Dive. So lie down on your mat. Take your arms off the mat, elbows level with shoulders. Breathe out, lift the head and shoulders. We're looking down. Breathing in, lower. Breathing out, lift. Draw in the core and lower. And breathe out, lift and lower. Last one. Adding in. Lifting up the arms as well. Eye gaze down. Breathing out, lift. Breathing in, lower. Try and use the muscles in the top of the back. Last one, we'll add in. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, then breathing out, reaching forwards. Come back and lower. 3 more. But get those 3 breaths in there. Breathe out, lift. Breathing in. Breathe out, reach. Breathing in, hand, then lower down. Last one. So now we're going to go for a bit of a locust. So hands go down by your sides. Still going to keep the eye gaze down. We're going to lift the legs and the shoulders, the head up. So lift the head, the shoulders, you're looking down. Pull your core in and then point your toes, lift up the legs. So we're sort of hovering. Then turn so the palms are facing down. And we're going to just do little squeezes here with the shoulders. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower it back down. Pressing into the mat. Come up to all fours. Going to take a cat stretch. So tuck your tailbone under. Head goes down towards between the arms. Really tuck your tummies in. Feel that lovely stretch on the back. Chin down to chest. And then release. Going to go onto our sides. So lie down on your side. Use the mat to get yourself in a nice straight line. And you can rest your head to begin with down on your arm. So we're going to do some little side lifts. So just start by putting your hand down in front. And just see if we can lift both legs up off the floor. So draw in the core. Breathe out, lift. Breathing in, lower. 3 more. Breathe out, lift. And then lower. Still pulling in the core. And try and keep the shoulders back, the chest lifted. So now we're going to add in a little bit here. So we're going to slide the hand down. So slide the hand down, lift the legs, slide the hand down the legs. And I've lifted a little bit here. I've lifted up my chest and then lower back down. A little bit of slide, a lot of balance on here. And then lower down. Slide the hand down the leg as you lift your legs. And down. You can always bring the hand forwards a little bit. If you're struggling with your balance, you can use your elbow a bit more. And lower. And lift. And you can take the eye gaze towards the toes. And down. Or you can keep the eye gaze in front. And lift. So working into the obliques, the ones on the sides. Draw in the core and pull in your pelvic floor. 2 more. And lift and balance. And last one. And lower it down. Let's go on the other side. So again, line yourself up. Use the front of your mat. So we start by just lifting the legs. Point the toes. Squeeze the glutes. Pull in the core. Shoulders back. Double leg lift and hold. And lower. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. 3 more. Check you've got the pelvic floor pulled in. 2 left. Breathe out, lift. And then breathing in, out, lower. Okay, let's add in. So take the hand on the top of the legs. Bring this other hand forwards. You can use your elbow a little bit here. So lift up the legs and slide the hands down the legs. You're going to feel that in your sides and lower. Lift and lower. Breathing out on that lift. Breathing in, lower. And again. You're going to feel that in the obliques. Keep the pelvic floor in. Pull the belly button back towards the spine. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Breathing out, lift. And lower. So coming onto our backs. Go for a bit more work on the abdominals. So just find neutral spine. Press a little pelvic tilt. Shoulders are relaxed, away down from the ears. Get the length at the back of the neck, so chin slightly coming down towards the chest. Find your pelvic floor and pull in. Pull in that transverse abdominis, so pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Let's lift one leg to your tabletop, so you got that right ankle behind the knee. And lower, swap over. So it's lift and lower. Keep the right ankle behind the knee, lift and lower. And what you're trying to do here is keep your hips still. So as you lift, as you lower, try not to let your hips tilt side to side. Keep breathing. Breathe out, lift. Breathing in, lower. This is your first layer, okay? You might want a bit more than this. So one leg to tabletop, imprint the lower back. So gently, you're going to press the lower back down, draw in the core a little bit more, other leg to tabletop. Here we go then. Toe tap down and lift. Breathing out to go lower, breathing in to lift. 8, 7, and 6. Shoulders relax. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lift the head and shoulders then. If that's uncomfortable for your neck, place a block underneath your head or a cushion. And we're going to pulse. So pulsing the arms up and down. And this is where we're going to really focus on where the belly button is. And we're going to draw it down towards the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, reaching up towards the knees. So you're going to feel this kind of rectus abdominis, the upper abs. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. Let's go for that one again. So tabletops if you can. Imprint the lower back, shoulders are relaxed. 8 toe taps. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulsing. 8, 7, 6. Draw the belly button in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, reaching up towards the knees. 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it back down. Hug the knees in towards the chest, just a little circle. And then from here, we're just going to release one leg down. So it's going to take a single leg stretch. And just holding onto the other knee for a second. And then swap it over. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. And try and keep that length at the back of the neck. So we shouldn't be in this position. We should be able to keep that chin slightly tucked in. If it's difficult for you, take a cushion behind the head. So, pulling in. 8, 7. Try and keep those hips still as you swap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the double leg. Arms up, up towards the sky. We're going to take the arms over the head and stretch out the legs. So it's 8. Imprint the lower back. 7. Shoulders relax. Press the shoulder blades back down to the floor. 6, 5. Keep pulling in the core. 3, and 2, and 1. And hug the knees back into the chest. Take the feet out to the sides of the mats. Arms out to the sides, and just breathe out. Let both knees drop across to one side. So just take a little release on the lower back. You could add in the neck, so looking in the other direction to the knees. And you might feel the stretch on the chest. Try and keep the shoulders nicely grounded into the mat. And let's go one more each side. Okay, hug the knees into the chest. Let's see if we can rock ourselves back up to sitting. So the forehead goes towards the knees if you want to try that again. So forehead to knees. See if you can rock up to sitting. One more, rock back. Forehead to knees. And then rock up. Let's take that teaser. So either point the toes and just take the toes down towards the floor and release the hands. And hold. Now draw in the core. Take the shoulders back, lift up the chest. Feel the length at the back of the neck, so elongating the spine. That crown of the head's going up towards the sky. If you want a bit more, let's make that tabletop shape with the shins and hold. Keep breathing. You know where I'm going to go if you want more. Straighten out the legs, work with the V shape. And you've also got the arms can go up. That's kind of tricky. So whichever one you feel comfortable with today. Let's go 4 more breaths. Keep drawing in the core. Thinking about the length in the spine, shoulders back. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then bringing the feet down. Straighten out the legs. So let's work a little bit into that move, the roll up move. So we're going to go up, arms up towards the ceiling. We want that nice kind of straight back. So We've got the shoulders back, the chest lifted, the tummy's pulled in. We're right up on the sit bones. Breathing out, circle the arms around, touch the toes. Breathing in, lift. And you might just like working with that forward bend in towards the feet. Stick with that if you like it. If you want a bit more. We're breathing out and we're going backwards, and we're going to go vertebrae by vertebrae really slowly down towards the floor. Take a full body stretch. Point the toes, really stretch. Imagine you're a piece of celery. Circle the arms around and peel yourself back up into that upright position, and then again down to the toes. Breathing in left, and we're coming back down. Full body stretch. And then lift up on those sit bones and coming forwards. Let's go last one. Coming down, full body stretch. Circle around. And then lift. And release it back down. So, I'm going to go one more move and a little bit of a breathing exercise. So, just crossing your legs facing this way. And if that's not comfortable, legs straight. If you need to sit on a cushion, great. And what we want out of that is that really nice upright position. So we're right up on the sit bones. If I show you sideways arm, we're gonna get that nice straight back in here. Shoulders are back, chest is lifted, the tummy's drawn in. We're right up on the sit bones. And sometimes you can't get that unless you sit on a cushion or a block. So in your nice upright position, I'm going to just teach you that yogic breath. So place one hand on your tummy and one hand on your lower back. Keep the upright position, and I want you to breathe in and take all the air into your abdominals, your abdomen, so into your tummy. So breathe in and you feel your hand on your tummy is expanding. And as you breathe out, your hand goes back towards your spine. So breathe in, all the air into your tummy, breathing out. And the hand goes back towards your spine. Breathe in. And then out. Adding in then. One hand on the chest, one hand on the tummy. Breathe in all the air into the tummy. And now breathe in extra air into the chest. And then exhale. Tummy, chest, and then exhale. Breathe into the tummy. Breathe into the chest. And exhale. One more. Last one. Breathe into the tummy. Breathe into the chest. And then breathe in a bit further. Send the air up towards the muscles in the neck. Broaden out and widen the collarbones. And then breathe out. Breathe in the tummy. Breathe in the chest. Breathe in towards the neck. And you really feel the length in the spine. And breathing out. Two more. Tummy. Chest. Feel the collarbones widen, and breathing out. Last one. Tummy, chest, collarbones, length at the back of the neck, and then release it back out. Hands at heart center, breathing in, reaching up towards the sky, looking up, breathing out, coming back down. Two more. Deep breath, just breathing normally. I'm not going to tell you where to breathe the air into, just breathe. Breathe in, lift, let's hold, and taking a twist. So just looking towards one side. Take the other hand behind the body. Let's hold this twist. Bring the shoulders back, really work and lift at the chest. Looking behind you. Breathing in, lift. And then to the other side. Work into the twist. You can push in a little bit here. Lift at the chest. Take a breath in this twist. Breathing in, lift. Palms together, breathing out. Thank you for practicing today.